had this bizarre scenario. There was one today, but also it happened last week, where there's been these two games in the LPL that had to be postponed. And so they're postponed until the end of August, basically. And one of them, sadly, was one of the matches, Yamato, I was really looking forward to seeing, which was the IG versus BLG game. Because if you think about the two teams, they've both had, obviously, the fucking jungle swaps. They're both teams that, in theory, are like top 3 teams. And I actually wanted to see, like, can IG actually match up with BLG? Like, right now, BLG looks really good. IG is supposed to be on the rise again. By the way, if you look at the landscape of the LPL, IG again, the funny thing is, we might end up with the exact same 1, 2, 3 in the LPL again. It looks like IG can be the third team even. A lot of the other teams, the JDGs of the world, have fallen away, although, by the way, they're playing them this week. And this week, in theory, is the one for IG, because they play anyone's legend. Also, like we're saying, not maybe the peak anyone's legend, so maybe there's a few cracks there. And then after that, they play JDG, who, look, I don't think is good, but if you beat JDG and you give a good game against anyone's legend, you probably are the third best team then. Like, at the moment, actually, the LPL itself has also, like, lightened up a bit in the summer. It's not really as deep. Like, the Ascend group is still fun to watch, but, like, you go down past the top 3, this is why I think the IG angle will be interesting. If it turns out IG really is in the top 3 pack, and it's not, like, just a top 2, then the teams below them are very beatable. Weibo, JDG, top esports team potentially. Like, it's an interesting mix around there of, like, who's going to be 3rd and 4th. So what do you think about this upcoming week for IG? Like, what are you focusing on with IG? Because I have to say, another thing about their sort of, like, return this split is some of their players are playing much better than I expected. Like, it's not just like, can Rookie carry every game? Will the Shy turn up? Like, first of all, like, Wei himself has done some things in this team. He's had some games that looked like his style helped them. And mate, the most shocking thing is sometimes even the bot lane performs, mate. So it's like, fucking hell, like I don't even have to be on Hopium. Like, I think actually IG's decent. I'm not ready to put them as an elite team yet, but they're good.
The main thing, like, if I could delete the last 2 series they played from memory, I would be so much happier. Because we had the FPX series. that was the only win FPX had.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
That was like way out of Billy level of gameplay from Wei, and that freaked me out. That was like right 4 days before that, I was praising Wei. I was like, damn, he looks like a completely different player. Billy must just destroy the junglers. And then Wei had that series. The Weibo IG series, I don't know, Weibo Gaming, especially that second game, they didn't want to end. Like, they had 2 angles to finish the game, and Rookie needed to do like Jedi mind tricks for them to win that game, akin to the last split. It was a sick game. Like, I also,
yes,
like,
it's a must watch.
Sometimes I delude myself, you know, especially with IG, because I look at the context of the game, I look at the live odds. This one I like tripled down, quadrupled down, 5-tupled down. Like, I went so deep into an IG win here in that game too, and I was freaking out because Weibo could have ended that game a couple of times. Like, they like aced the enemy team, decided to like not TP to end, and then they decide to end really late, and then they get engaged on. It's like, Weibo, what are you doing? But that's the freaky part about IG, I feel like, is that they will make any series interesting in the sense that they are capable of matching up against the best. But they are also very capable of matching up against the worst, in the worst meaning of it. Where that FPX series was some of the ugliest League of Legends I saw in LPL throughout. But at the same time, if I just zoom out, I'm very happy with where IG is, because I think Mako is playing the best League of Legends he played all year. Because Mako was someone that, you know, we were very disappointed with, which I think is a good thing. Gala is finding form again, which is nice. And I think where the meta is heading is also healthy for him. Like, he's playing Xayah, Kai'Sa. I think Yunara is going to be good for him too, as people begin to play that champion more. The Shy also is not like a liability, which is wonderful. Wei is the only question mark for me, because I thought JJ is going to Bilibili. Like, that was my theory. Shadow is there, he's doing well, but JJ now benched. I don't know how that is going to play in the long run, JJ and Wei. It seems to be working really good for Mako, but Wei, especially after that IG series and FPX series, he scares me a little bit in terms of what his level is at. Because I agree, he's had good games, but he's also had some awful games. So I don't know in the long term how that's going to pan out. In terms of top 3, like, who else can you put? It's like top esports, maybe. That's going to be the banger matchup, right? Top esports, IG again. You know, that's what I want to see.
Yes.
And we'll see how it pans out.
No, the problem is, obviously, everyone just doesn't believe in top esports in the playoffs, but look, they still have a very good chance to be 3rd, for sure. Absolutely. No, the problem is, that's the thing. If I had to describe it, though, Yamato, this is where, being as I'm also watching IG both as an and a standard fan, as a fan, it's cool that like they have random pop-offs and people. The problem is, it's really hard to know, like, before a game, IG players. Like, if I asked you, right, predict the 3 best players on IG in this game, you'd have a hard time, mate. It's really fucking hard. Like, that's all you can say, though, isn't it? Like, I know what you mean. Like, the jungler could be the worst player on the team. Mako can just be trash, or he could be all right. Like, Garland, I agree, though. Definitely, by the way, especially now if Aphelios is back, the meta should be slapping Garland in the face. This is his dream meta, pretty much. Like, he should be coming back online. And actually, if anything, what people should realise is the fact that people aren't talking about the Shy shows that he doesn't int every game anymore. Like, he actually is way more responsible this time. I don't know why. It's like maybe it really is the last run, mate. Maybe he knows this is the end, but I feel like he could be way more of a dick if he wanted to be in fucking in half these games. Like, the old Shy was mad. You know, I always used to think the old at the end of IG the first time around, this guy had no conscience, bro. He would just int the shit out of a game. That's why I always used to make that joke that the idea he then in interviews was almost turned into Rookie. Like, hey, the thing about me and you is we always get inted by our teammates. It's like, I always imagine Rookie like, me and you, motherfucker, like, I should be like 3 more worlds or something except for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it felt like. Didn't it? Like, give me a break. Fucking hell, homie. How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir?
Oh, man. Yeah.
You have to understand, Rookie was fucking calling up Poland. Like, Kikis, do you want to play top lane again, mate? I got some fucking meter. There you go, exactly. That's how bad it got at one point in time. No, I agree, though, by the way, that if anyone wants to watch, on the one hand, a very exciting game, but in a game that is an abomination and should not exist, Yamato, go watch Game 2 of Weibo Gaming versus IG, because I know what you mean. Like, bruh, like how, if I'm Weibo Gaming and I'm their coach, like, I'd make you watch that VOD every day, mate. What are we doing? Like they were just chose to lose the game pretty much, didn't we? Like, okay, choose your own adventure. Like, choose to go into the pit of the demon. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, except unlike Choose Your Own Adventure, they can't do the old hack that we all had back in the day. You keep your finger in the page and you go back, don't you, and cheat and just take the other angle. That's what you really wish you could do, but there's no Echo-esque example where you can go back in time here. By the way, glad that champion's not in the pool. Fuck that champion. Garbage. Anyway.
You know, final thing on IG. I think the biggest indicator of where you think your jungler is in the context of your team is the Maokai indicator.
Ooh, okay.
We had the Maokai come through on game 2. We had the Maokai for Peanut. We had the Maokai enough away.
True.
It's like when Maokai is getting slammed now, sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's just the biggest red flag for where your coach and your team believes the state of your jungler is. It's like, sure, today, you know, Monkey played it, but that's because, you know, WE have their style. They need to have like minimum 3 tanks in their combo for it to work. So that's different. But this one, way looking in Maokai, I'm like, ooh, okay, maybe the state of him is already crashing.
By the way, I want to look in the chat here, and if you've got time, producer, and you can make magic happen, maybe you could show this on screen. But there's like a tweet where, you know, when people do those bait things, like, what's your favorite tweet anyone ever said, or comment, right? Someone did one of those, and someone posted this old screenshot, right, from where LNG, so I'm assuming it was like last year or whatever, where Scout was asked about Chovy, right? And this comment is so mad, Yamato, because like this comment plays into all that like K-popification fan shit, like I ship them and all that like weird shit they do with video game players. Where in theory you'd think if someone said, "What do you think of Chovy?" That if you're Scout, you'd be like, "Well, I respect him. He's an excellent laner, and his understanding of wave management is very good, and the way that he fights selectively in team fights is something I aspire to match." Instead, he goes, "He's so good looking and he's so tall. I think he's the perfect man." And then this is the part that's so weird. He goes, "He's also good at the game." It's like, we're not asking if you want to date him, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what a mental answer. It's so weird, isn't it, mate? It's so
God
weird.
bless him. I think it's fucking hilarious, bro. I think this guy is just a comedic genius. I swear, if I knew fluent Korean, heard him say it, he probably has like fucking Bill Burr level delivery, I'm sure. This is just fucking hilarious. I love shit like this. Just take the piss, you know?
But like the idea, listen, of all the things about Chovy, I don't know about you guys, I'd have him being good at the game pretty high up the list. It wouldn't be like, he's also pretty good at that game, League of Legends. Like, okay.
God bless him.
Okay.
He
I
knows,
will
he
say
does.
though, in a weird sense, because like, bear in mind, I'm not even throwing any diss here. Scout himself isn't super good looking. He looks like more like the kind of nerd player you'd imagine would be like a player. Like, he looks more like Innovation, like I said, the brother of Gumayushi, you know. In a weird way though, when he says that, I also immediately thought, is Chovy that good looking? But you know what? In his own way, Chovy actually does have like very strong features, bro. He actually looks he looks like he is like a fucking anime character or something. He looks fucking kind of cool.
I'm not gonna lie, Thorin, bro. Ever since we talked about Tiger's beard, bro, you are spending way too much time talking about how players look like and how, bro.
Listen,
you
I'm on my
are
scout shit.
you are evaluating players based on how they look now,
I'm
bro.
on my scout shit. Don't worry about it.
Bro, you are Harvey Denting the whole K-popification, bro. You're doing it.
I'm leaning into it. I know that's the way forwards, exactly. I think from now on we should judge which player plays for T1 based on how good looking they are. So that's the new methodology.
See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, you know, be a pleb and don't.